I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and a lot of people are wanting to express their support for Ukraine with the ongoing conflict there, and people are trying to get Ukraine flags. But actually, there's so much demand for people wanting to express that support and get a flag that they're now back ordered in a lot of different places. So I want to show a really simple way that you can do a DIY Ukraine flag, make something at home. It's a great activity to do with kids if you want to show them, how you can offer support to people who are affected by this. Express solidarity and start to educate about what's happening in that part of the world. So we're going to use, you can really use any blue and yellow colored material. Could be fabric, could be a white fabric that you paint, or in this case, I'm going to use construction paper. And the nice thing with the Ukraine flag is that it's a relatively simple design to do as a DIY project, because you basically got a large blue stripe over a large yellow stripe underneath, and it's something we can definitely make using this Crayola construction paper. So we're going to take out a sheet of the blue and a sheet of the yellow. Okay, we've got our paper here. So now we want to obviously have this be a perfect half and half. So the simplest way to do that is we're going to take our yellow and we're going to fold it in half. Okay, so folded that in half, nice crease on there. That's going to ensure that we've got exactly half the width here without having to measure. Okay, now open that up and we're going to take a pair of scissors and just cut down the nice crease that we've made here. Perfect half paper there. And then we're just simply going to take that, let's align it over the blue here, make sure we have done this properly. It looks pretty good. It's a handmade craft, so you're not going to get a perfect straight line there, but that's a pretty good start there. Now we have a couple options. We can use tape, we can use a glue stick. I'm going to get a glue stick and we can just attach the yellow over the blue here. So just taking my glue stick, I'm going to make sure that we get plenty of glue on, especially get around to the edges here. This will dry clear. All right, and then we're going to put this on. Okay, looking good. And I like to just touch up a little around the sides to make sure those corners stick, because those are most likely to come up. Again, this will dry clear, so you won't be able to see the glue on there when it's done. Now our final step is we're going to add our flagpole. So you can put this in your yard, you can carry it around, whatever you want to do, again, to express your support there. So I'm just going to take in this case, it's a skewer like you would use for making s'mores. You could use a chopstick, you could use a dowel, really anything that you've got around is totally fine. We're going to put it on the side. We're going to leave about 1/2 inch to 1 inch on the side of this, and then we're just going to fold this over. Actually, sorry, I should say this should be folded on the back of the flag. Otherwise, we're going to end up with the flag being folded and having the blue back come up. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the back and fold over. Okay, that's there. Now, again, we have two options. We can either use a glue stick and affix this down. The faster way, I think, is to get a stapler out. We're just going to carefully staple along here. So that's connected. I like to finish with one staple that's going kind of parallel to the flag, and that stops the pole from sliding all the way to the top. So now we can pick this up and have it there. Now, if we're going to display this facing only one direction, then we're done. Otherwise, we're going to flip this over, and obviously this side is totally blue. So we're going to take this remaining strip of paper. We can cut it down to match the size that we've got on the back here, and then we can glue it on with our glue stick. There we go, looking great. So now we've got a two-sided flag. And you can make a ton of these. You can make smaller ones by cutting the paper into quarters first. So making little handheld flags. You can display this in your garden. Again, show your solidarity and support for the people of Ukraine. Obviously this is a great DIY project. You can make it quickly. Again, if you want to start to educate older kids about what's happening there, this is a good way to get started with that. And also because you can do this, in your own home almost for free, especially if you have construction paper already, then you can take the money you would have spent on a flag and donate it to relief efforts or humanitarian causes instead. So great flag, and something we can make in probably about 10 minutes at home.